This is Lukla Airport, which many people call the most dangerous airport in the world. It's earned this infamous reputation due to its extremely short runway, changeable weather conditions, and precarious position right on the edge of a cliff. There have been accidents here, although the last fatal commercial crash was in 2008 and aviation standards have improved since then. But I'm an anxious flyer, and this was part of the Everest Base Camp trek that I was most nervous about. Here is exactly what it's like.
It's 2:30 in the morning. I've had less than 2 hours sleep, but we are starting our Everest Base Camp hike today. So we are about to drive for 3 hours to Ramchab and then board a flight to Lukla and begin hiking. I'm going to love it once I'm there. Right now all I really want to do is have a bit more sleep, but we can see a bit more on the bus. I think today's going to be a bit tiring, but tomorrow onwards should be amazing. So for Everest Base Camp, planes no longer leave from Kathmandu Airport. They leave from Ramchab Airport, which is around a 3-hour drive away. So pretty much everyone has to do this very early drive, and you also have to get there very early because usually you're booked on a plane for quite early, but fairly often you won't know whether you're actually going early until you actually get there. So fingers crossed things will all go smoothly and we will be able to get on a plane quite quickly once we get there, do the hike, and then we'll, if all goes to plan, we'll be in a tea house where we're staying by lunchtime and be able to relax there. But I'm fully aware that things probably or may not go to plan, so we shall see. I'm very excited about this hike in general. It's so much fun. Everest Base Camp has been on my bucket list for years, and honestly the last few weeks I've had a few not been that well. You can probably tell my voice is a little bit croaky still, so there were a couple of times the last few weeks where I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, and I was gutted. But I'm here, I'm in the pool, and we're about to fly to Lukla. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that Lukla is, people say it's the most dangerous airport in the world, which I don't think is actually true, but it is quite a sketchy airport and it has a bit of a reputation. I'm not a very good flyer, so I have been quite anxious about this flight. This has been what I've been the most anxious about throughout the whole trek, really. It's just the flight, but I'm sure we'll be fine. These flights operate like multiple times a day, so I'm sure it will all be fine. Just need to get out there and do it. We have arrived at the airport and it is busy. So the planes were all cancelled yesterday, which means that there are a lot of people here today, and we're going to have at least a 2-hour wait to get our plane. Planes look tiny. There's one just flying there. I am nervous about this flight. Oh, is that taken off? Yeah, I'm not a good flyer at the best of times, and flying in one of these very small planes into what people call the most dangerous airport in the world is not good for my anxiety. But I figured if I can do this, then hopefully flying normally will be less scary for me. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous right now. It's 9:30, so we have been waiting 2 hours, but there is movement. We are moving towards where I think the plane is. Was this us? Alright, we're boarding.
No. 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 No.
It was pretty turbulent, and in a small plane you feel it all the more. And then this runway is crazy. It's at a 45-degree angle and there's just a cliff at the end. So I mean the plane stopped and landed fine, but it's very nerve-wracking to look at.
There you go. I think I have to wait for
We have officially started our trek. We're walking through Lukla now, and they know what people need here. We stocked up on toilet roll because I think it's going to get more expensive the further we get up, and none of the bathrooms seem to have loo roll. So stocked up on that, and you can buy any other last minute hiking supplies here, although it definitely is a good idea to get them in Kathmandu before you go. So we have a 3-hour hike today, and we're actually going downhill because the idea is that you sort of start higher and then sleep lower, and that's best for the altitude. So it should be a relatively easy hike, and then the serious stuff starts tomorrow. We are about to cross our first rope bridge of many, I think. And day number 1 of hiking is complete. I'm not gonna lie, it was quite difficult, but I think that is largely because we've only had like literally 2 hours of sleep last night. Anyway, we just checked into our guest house, tea house in Facting. Is that what we are? Facting. And I was actually very pleasantly surprised. My only prerequisite was that I wanted like twin or double room, but we've got our own bathroom, we've got charging sockets, we've got what looks like clean linen, so this is definitely a winner. I think it probably will change a bit when we go a bit further up the mountain, but good to have this for the first night because my god, do we need some sleep. Honestly, I'm aiming for 10 hours tonight. If I can get 11 I will, but we're just gonna head up for dinner soon, and yeah, just have a nice dinner and then head back downstairs, go to sleep ready and refreshed for tomorrow. It is the very late hour of 7 PM. We've had dinner and we do need to be back at breakfast at 7 AM, so I think we're going to sleep now. So I'm gonna do a whole new video about the rest of the trek up until base camp, so do stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video, and hopefully I'll sound a little bit less husky. Thank you, bye.